FBI admitting now that some of its experts gave flawed testimony in trials all around the country that spanned more than 20 years. They were part of an elite forensic unit and reportedly overstated hair matches, hair samples in almost all criminal cases. They presented testimony in before the year 2000. CBS Local 2 legal analyst David Greenberg, a former prosecutor, by the way, joins us. Thank you, David. I was shocked by this. What did you think?
I was shocked as well. The numbers
We're talking the FBI. We're talking criminal trials. We're talking some people perhaps executed on tainted evidence.
The numbers are overwhelming. Of the first 300 cases out of 2,500 that they're going to be looking at where testimony was given, almost every single one of them, the testimony was flawed. It was bad. It was incorrect. And there are about 32 cases where those people are on death row, 14 of which they've already been sentenced to death or died in prison waiting there.
So how could this happen? I mean, are prosecutors, and again, you were one of them, are they that desperate to get convictions that they will go to extremes like, and we're talking about the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
You know, interestingly enough, the study that the Federal Bureau came out with and that the Justice Department came out with doesn't really throw prosecutors under the bus. It says they relied on the FBI. There's no reason why they shouldn't rely on the FBI. They thought that testimony and that science was in fact valid.
But doesn't forensic evidence always favor the prosecution as opposed to the defense? Isn't it in some ways weighted in that regard?
I think that there are lots of academics and lots of people that say that and feel that way. I think it depends on the type. DNA, which the FBI was using to disprove its microscopic hair analysts, I think is more unbiased.
Have we overstated it's supposed to be a scientific effort, all of forensics are. Have we perhaps gotten more faith in that? Maybe it's because of television shows like CSI than we should have? Is it as good as we're led to believe?
It's not even close to as good as we're led to believe. The speed with which we're trying to get these results is part of the problem.
Yeah. Now, California and Texas, as I understand it, are a little bit ahead of the curve here as far as appeals. Discuss that for me.
California and Texas are the only two states in the nation that if there is new forensic evidence or a challenge to forensic evidence, the appeal is automatic, and that's a good thing.
If you're on death row right now, what are you thinking? You're getting in touch with your attorney.
Absolutely. The FBI and the Justice Department has agreed to look at all 21,000 cases where 2,500 of them included testimony, and they say they're going to do a full systematic review. But this casts doubt on, I mean, these
what does this do to the death penalty? I mean, it seems to me that people out there who are advocating eliminating the death penalty just got a great weapon in their hand.
Absolutely. This is another quiver for them. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what would you like to see done?
They have to revamp the whole system. They have to set standards on all these forensic evidence types, and they have to figure out a way that if there are questions and are problems, because there were a lot earlier than 2015, this stuff started popping up much earlier, that they deal with it faster. There has to be built-in ways to correct these problems.
As a prosecutor, any concerns on your part that maybe you sent somebody to death row on tainted evidence like this?
I don't, but, you know, stranger things have happened.
Yeah. David Greenberg, our CBS Local 2 legal analyst. Really a shocking story.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, up next.